Hi folks, I'm interested in your thoughts on this video please. What do you prefer, the Royal Enfield Meteor, the Hunter, or the classic 350? That's the lineup that we've got in the 350 Royal Enfield range. I've tried the classic, I've tried the Meteor, obviously I'm on one now. I'm very interested to know what the Hunter is like, because a mate of mine's got one, Mr. Dave, or Dave as I call him, and he loves it, he absolutely loves it. I totally get why as well. The weird thing about the Hunter, having only just been sat on it so far, it's one of those bikes which looks quite small, but when you get on it, it feels quite big. I think it's got the same frame as the Meteor to my knowledge, I could be wrong there, or was that the classic, I don't know. Because I am enjoying this this Meteor so much that I'm wondering, you know, how much I would like the other bikes. I've ridden the classic because I've been spoilt by the classic 500. It lacks a bit of power for me, but then again, it was a brand new bike, so it didn't, you know, it wasn't settled in and didn't have that sort of 2,000 mile sweet spot where the engine wears in and you get the full amount of torque from it. I find all the bikes enough, even on the motorway, they're really comfortable to ride. Certainly this one is anyway. As you can see, I've got the screen as well. Speed wise, I'm doing 72. And I don't feel like I'm being held up at all. I don't need any more power as long as I stay in lane 1 or 2. The only thing that really lets us down for me at the moment, you know, certainly at the higher speeds as well, is the rear suspension. It's juddery. Don't like it. It's really frustrating for me because I really like the bike, but that really lets it down. But yeah, classic, I mean, obviously it doesn't come with a screen, the classic 350, but I guess they would make some add-ons for it, I suppose. Maybe some aftermarket stuff is available. Would it still be good as an everyday commuter? I would imagine it would be. I really do like the foot forward position, armchair-like stance of this Meteor here. It's ideal. I haven't yearned for any more power. I've yearned for a bit more acceleration every now and then in the city, but then again, it is there if you wind it up, but it has that tendency to make you not want to wind it up. But apparently, from what I hear from other people, is that the Hunter has got a little bit more poke to it, so obviously it's mapped slightly differently, I guess. So I'm very interested in knowing from you, Dave, actually, for a start. You know, have you ridden the Meteor and the 350 Classic, and did you find that there was more power? Flapjack Phil, have you ridden the Hunter or the Meteor, and what drew you to buying your Classic 350? And anyone else, anyone who's got the bikes, have you tried the other ones? And what made you choose the bike which you bought in the end in the 350 range over the others? I mean, at the moment, on paper, because I've got such an issue with the rear suspension on this Meteor here, it seems like the Classic might be the best option for me, because apparently it's got gas damped suspension rather than these shocks, which are quite a shock over the bumps. Very, you know, it's juddery, you know, it's such a shame. I can see why they needed to make it quite stiff, but I think they could have done a better job of the actual damping of the actual spring. You know, chuck a bit more of the budget to it, you know, to getting that right. But it is a low down bike, it is a cruiser, so I can see, you know, the predicament, but that's not my problem. That's theirs, so you know, I wish I could sort that out. But yeah, so maybe the classic 350 is the one for me, maybe. I'm going to pop in CMS, my local dealer, in a minute, and I'm going to sit on a few and see what I think, basically. But yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. See you later. Another thing I wanted to mention actually is for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I've just got some bloopers which I've had stored on the hard drive for quite a long time now. 2 of the videos, you know, it's always hard to know how the bloopers are going to go down. One of them is 18 plus. The other one has got a lot of swearing in it, which is unusual for me. If you ever met me in real life, you know that I never ever swear. Maybe I did once or twice. And then the end one is quite, well, I think it's quite a good one. So yeah, I've got 3 weeks of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push them out midweek rather than having them as a Sunday special, because the Sunday special stuff is purely for you know, the big hitters, and the big videos which take a lot of time to do. So yeah, I'll be putting them out over the next few weeks, midweek. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy them. But if you haven't seen any of my bloopers yet, and it's surprising how many people haven't, I have got a playlist which you can click on. You can run through all of those. The sailing boat one was quite a popular one, as was what other ones have I got on there? Me trying to start a Royal Enfield 500 Classic. That's quite a good one. Literally is a classic. And yeah, a few others. So have a look at them, because that will give you a bit of a chuckle. Right, I'll leave you in peace, guys. Anyway, thanks for listening. That's just a bit of an update for you, and I'll catch you sometime soon. Cheers.